Hey, it is Tony freaking Fonte. How you doing? So, some may ask, why do you have fun and combine fun with seriousness? Because your messages are pretty serious. And why do using Tony freaking Fonte? Why are you doing that? And you know what? It's because I love to bring fun into a situation, any situation. I'm all about fun. My center is fun. And if you ever seen The Rise of the Guardians, where Santa's asking Jack Frost, what's your center? Who are you? Like Santa's joy and happiness, right? And then later on in the movie, Jack Frost finds out that his center is fun. He makes fun with everything and creates fun with every situation, no matter if it's scary, no matter if it's a serious situation. And that's always been my thing. I've always been a person that loves to have fun and loves to bring fun to serious stuff, to kind of break it up and help bring peace and laughter and joy to people's lives. Now, I have in the past used that to hide my pain, hide my suffering. And once I did healing from that, now I could truly use that gift that I have. Even my clients, I share that with them. I'm like, hey, I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make you cry. And I'm going to make you mad. And sometimes I'm going to have you do all the same. I love to have fun. When there's fun, it makes learning, it makes growing, it makes life that much more bearable. It makes life fun when you can take every situation and have fun with it. So I am going to do that. That's who I am. I love to have fun. I love to bring the energy, and I hope you feel the energy. So I am going to say I'm Tony freaking Fonte because that's who the hell I am. And if you don't like that, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. I'm just not your guy, and you can kind of just move right along. No hard feelings at all. You can just move along if you don't like that. So today, I want to talk to you about using your pain and suffering to unleash your true identity. And I'm going to share a story that's something that just was revealed to me today that I made an awareness to help release and move forward. And it was based off a dream that I had, a recurring dream. I had, I can't talk. The dream 3 times last night. Woke up, went back to sleep, had the same almost the same dream. Woke up again, had the same dream. It wasn't quite a nightmare, but it was pretty freaking intense. And I'm going to share that with you because I woke up with anxiety from it. And I'm going to share that with you. And then at the end, I'm going to ask you a quick question about using your pain and suffering to unleash your true identity. But before you do that, I'm just going to remind you, go and subscribe so you get notified, and do whatever you got to do to get notified when I go live. If these videos resonate with you, if my story, if my messages resonate with you. And if not, well, then don't do that, okay? But do that. All right, so I'm going to share this story with you. So last night, the recurring dream I had was I'm driving down the road. I'm on the phone with my mom. My mom died, 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. I'm on the phone, and I'm going, and of course it's not, a familiar area where I'm at, but I'm on the phone, and then all of a sudden it's raining, it's storming, and now there's a flood, and I'm driving in this flood, and I'm trying to get out, and I'm swimming. Now I'm swimming because the car's not going, but the car's still moving, so it's just really weird. And then all of a sudden the tornado comes, and it's coming right down on top of me. And I keep going under the water to hide from it. And I say, hey, Mom, I got to go. There's a tornado right on top of me, and it's trying to get me. So I'll call you back. And I'm swimming in this flood trying to not drown. So I'm ducking down in this water. I'm ducking down in the flood, and this tornado comes by. And then all of a sudden, I'm out of the water, and I end up in this, I think it's a bank. I don't know, but somewhere, not a retail center, but it was like a bank. And I'm in there, and I'm like, wow, that was really crazy. And how there was a flood, and people are like, we're talking about flood and tornado. Well, next thing you know, another freaking tornado comes, and it comes barreling through this freaking bank or this retail center, wherever I'm at, just barreling through again. And I was like, holy crap. So I'm underneath this table, but I'm by this glass window, which is odd because you shouldn't do that. But I'm by it, and I could see this tornado come in and just tearing everything up, but it never harmed me. And I remember seeing myself in the middle of this tornado as it's tearing everything up around me. And I was like, holy crap. So I wake up, and then I go back to sleep, and I have the same dream, but then another added aspect to it. Another tornado comes through, and I can see it coming down right on top. I mean, it literally touches down on me. And everything's getting destroyed around me, but I wasn't getting destroyed. And then someone appears to me, or people appear to me, and they say to me, Tony, we brought these tornadoes on you. And I'm like, why? Why are you trying to hurt me, cause harm to me? they're like, you needed these tornadoes to bring awareness to you so you can change and grow. And I was like, what? And then I woke up. And that's when I woke up every time. And I woke up the last time, I woke up with extreme anxiety. And I was like, ooh, okay, something's triggered. And I said, what the heck was the meaning of that dream? And I'm not a dream interpreter by any means, but I was like, what is the meaning of that? And so I went into meditation today. And as I'm meditating, God answers me. And this is still pretty emotional about this because it's a pretty intense. And the way he worded it, it's the word usage that he used to share this with me. So I asked it while I was in meditation, what is the meaning of that dream? What purpose, what lesson is in there for me? And then I just kind of go on with my meditation, and all of a sudden he responds. And he says, Tony, I had to destroy you so I can rebuild you. I had to destroy you so I can rebuild you. And the purpose of that tornado was to show the destruction and how it just completely destroys everything. And he didn't use, like, I had to break you. I had to, knock you down. It was utter destruction. I had to destroy you in order to rebuild you. He had to destroy the old me. Everything about the old me. The anger, the bitterness, the manipulation, the abuse, the toxic, you name it, the insecurities, the lack of self-worth, the lack of confidence, all of that, frustration, overwhelm, lack, scarcity, guilt, and shame. He had to destroy all of that. He had to use all that to destroy me. And the labels I put on myself because of those things. Those things became my identity because that's all I saw, that's all I felt, that's all I heard. That's all I could smell. That's all I could taste. And we often put labels on ourselves based on our current identity and what we feel and create and see and experience with our senses. And so he was destroying all of that, so he can rebuild me into my true identity. How are you? I'm doing great. True identity. My true identity, who I am. The fact that I'm a powerful, divine, infinite, abundant soul. That I'm not my mind. That I'm not my body. I am more and I'm greater than that. He couldn't just break me down. He couldn't just take me apart. He had to literally destroy every single part of it. And he says, Tony, your pain and suffering, by you holding on to those beliefs and holding on to that guilt and shame and holding on to them because you think that's who you are and you think that's what you need to experience, I had to use that to destroy you. Now, I'm going to use that same pain and suffering and we're going to switch it around and I'm going to use it to build you up into who you truly are. So you can show up more powerfully, so you can show up more confidently, and you can use all of that junk from the past to really serve your greater good and the greater good of those that connect and align with you. And I was like, oh my gosh, he had to destroy me. Every part about me that I was holding on to. All that shame and guilt of who I was. The dad I used to be, the man I used to be, the manipulation, the abuse, the anger, the assholishness, all of that. And he's using all that shit so he can rebuild me into who I truly am. So my question for you is this. What labels, what identity are you holding on to? What pain and suffering are you allowing to consume and control who you are? What is going on in your life? Okay, so there's multiple questions here. Bear with me. Just bear with me. Let's just take it. Where are you allowing your pain and suffering to identify you, to label you? Where are you allowing your illnesses or your disease to label you, to keep you down, to identify with who you are? And falsely, might I say, falsely identify who you are. Where in your life are you doing that? Where are you miserable? What area of your life are you suffering and struggling in? Is it your finances? Is it your relationships? Is it your business or your career? Because if you're struggling in one of those areas, you're struggling in all. Because your outside world is a reflection of your inside world. Where are you saying, why me? Why does this happen to me? And how can you switch that to mean, how can I use this to work for me? Destroy the old you. What you experience right now is not who you are. Whether you're angry, whether you're frustrated, whether you're so stressed out and alone, or feel alone. If you feel alone, stuck, lost at the end of your rope, maybe it's time for utter destruction of your freaking ego, your egoic identity. And maybe it's time to use that pain and suffer that you're feeling and you're experiencing every single day to unleash your true identity. Who you really are. You are not those things. You are not your disease. You are not your addiction. You are not the abusive, narcissistic asshole. You're not the angry freaking Italian or Irish or German, whatever. You are more than that. You are not your body. You are not your mind. You are a freaking powerful soul. Own it. Feel it. Be it. I'm a little intense today. That was a freaking powerful message for me this morning. Really sit on those questions. And if you feel lost, if you feel stuck, if you feel alone, just know that you're not. And there's more to your life than what you have. And everything that you've experienced up until this time, all this destruction, can be used to rebuild you. If you need help in this area, if you need help with the destruction so that you can unleash your true identity, reach out to me. Send me a message. Make a comment. And let me know how I can help you. I've rebuilt my whole life. I'm rebuilding my whole life. And I'm helping others do the same. Who feel exactly that. Lost, stuck, alone at the end of the rope. You can have it too. It's not just for me. It's not for other people. It's for you too, when you're ready. Do me a favor, if this video resonated with you, hit the share and share it. Put a message with it. I want to reach people who really need to hear this today. And from days and weeks and months on, this is a powerful message on how to use pain and suffering to destroy the old you and to unleash your true identity so that you can find inner peace and happiness, so that you can show up powerfully, confidently, and authentically. And then so you can build powerful relationships with your daughters, your kids, your wives, your husband, your significant others. Deeply connected, meaningful relationships. You find purpose, you find meaning, you find fulfillment, and leave a legacy that you're proud of. Tony freaking Fonte, out. Love you all.